setting up his bigger, longer aerials, particularly that neutral air, starts shooting those projectiles. But the problem comes in the fact that Mega Man is so good at boxing at a mid-range where Rob really wants to be able to take his time to set up those moves. And if that is indeed a matchup that we're going to see a lot of, then MPG might have a pretty decent advantage. Not to mention, of course, that Mega Man combos just tend to work better on bigger characters because of the way that Leaf Shield and Metal Blade and all of that interact.
Not even just that, at the end of the day, Super Heavies tend to have a frame for air dodge, which comes into play in so many different interactions when it comes to actually option coverage. But we will be starting off on Pokemon Stadium 2. MPG Rocket the Pokemon Trainer. Once again, this is a lovely matchup for Squirtle because we saw this last time around, right? Falco maybe struggling a little bit to hit Squirtle at times. You can set up these edge guards, and we already know how Ivysaur can get those kills.
Yeah, Ivy against any Spacey that's just a dream if you get them off the stage. And MPG will stick with the Squirtle until he can get Falco off stage for an extended period of time. And that's exactly what you see. Forward air to get the Falco off, but I love the high angle, the high recovery by Zomba to make sure that you're not giving that Ivy the free downer.
Yeah, not at all. What a jump call out, drag down, up tilt, and not able to find the back heel to close that out. But you know what? I appreciate it nonetheless. What an edge guard. MPG is going off. Who gets back up on? They both keep on picking the same old options. Going to the ledge, neutral galloping, and that's going to be the spike. And Zomba, excuse me. Goodness, taking that stock number 1. Wow.
Looking absolutely inflamed and fuego with the Falco, but now cool off a little bit. That will be the stock after the Blizzaga connects. So both of these players will be largely untouched as they go into the second stock.
Zomba drifting in a little bit too much, did not get the right spacing of neutral air. He wanted MPG to be sent off stage. He ended up drifting in too much and ended up shooting him back on as he got the back hit of neutral air. Nonetheless, he goes back on. That's down tilt. You whiff that button, you can keep on pressing it. Everybody complains about Roy jab. Down tilt is safe on shield, and you can mash it just as much.
It's probably one of the best poking options in the entire game, but MPG not getting poked by that side B. He says, I'm just content to hold my shield, and now evens up the game. And again, Sora with stage control, very scary.
I do believe Zomba could have shield broken MPG had he gone through the down-angled side B at that point. But nonetheless, Zomba and MPG almost dead even. Not going to be able to get the kill off uphill, but you set up a juggle. So difficult to catch Roy landing because of all of that air speed, especially as Sora.
And look at the use of that forward tilt too, just to get Zomba off the stage. And I love no panic option there from MPG. He knows it'll be just fine. And now getting no crash on the bottom, right? No splash hitbox with that down air means that he's just fine.
Oh, that mix. Oh, that mix was delicious. Zomba just, stopping his side B immediately, recognizing that MPG kept on holding his shield throughout all of it, was like, hey, this is just going to be a free grab for me. Now, speaking of free grabs, MPG running on up, almost getting the kill with up air. Not going to be able to do quite yet, but the next one definitely will.
Yeah, will do for Zomba as well to finally close out that second stop. Kind of a grind for both of these players. MPG will now have to look for this confirm as soon as possible to hopefully go into an even game into this last stock. But Zomba has something to say about that. Here, hold this 52.
Zomba's just confidence with throwing out a Z drop and then just still having the timing for the nail. And wow, is that side B going to be able to kill? Oh my goodness. Does he feel good about that? Does Zomba feel good about that?
If I'm Zomba, I feel I'm having a smug smile behind that mask. I would be pretty happy with that.
That
catching him jumping. That's so sad. That pellet, yeah.
That pellet
Point this out.
What?
Glancing blow. Go back. That was a glancing blow on that pellet because Smash Bros. Is a 2.5D fighter. There is a 3D plane. There is a plane on the Z-axis, and it went straight through his legs, and that is why MPG lost that game. Great catch.
I'm trying to pin this down on the replay tablet. It is a little bit difficult. Anyways,
just goes right through.
Look at that. Wow.
That's insane. How is that not only just that happens, but that's the way that the game ends. That's so crazy.
Z-axis, baby. We play in, I don't know, Melee. Or Smash. I guess Z-axis stuff happens in every single iteration of Smash.
That is how Smash works, yes. Although Melee, pretty infamously, the Z-axis makes Yoshi's grab pretty largely ineffective. So you're not wrong for that. In this case, it means that MPG is down 1-0. Now, Was he guaranteed to win if that one pellet connected? No, by no means was he. But
yeah,
that is the reason why Zomba was able to close out that last stock. And now with the 1-0 lead, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I do believe this should be a best of 5 because this is top 8 now. So a longer set ahead for both of these two, and maybe losing that one game off of that pellet whiffing in the Z-axis doesn't hurt MPG as much.
Commentator, this makes me so happy. These are the two players I love watching. This is a best of 5. They're here to win the semis of Squad Strike. So you just know I'm booling. I'm having a lovely time watching this. And Squirtle Little Tiny Baby property in conjunction with multi-hits and ultimate, you already know what's happening. It's not going to work out. All of a sudden, MPG, that downer was so non-committal.
But that's something that MPG realized based on that first game. We saw the exact same sequence. Squirtle knocks the Falco off, switch to Ivysaur. Zomba does that high recovery at the same exact angle. And that time, MPG wasn't able to get a stock, but was able to get the hit. And Zomba will have to think twice about doing that recovery in the future.
Ooh, Zomba in the right position to be able to call out that fade back from Ivysaur. Always keep in mind how bad Pokemon Trainer airspeed is. Ended up flubbing the execution a little tiny bit. F Smash won't do it yet, but now's the edge guard.
It was actually an attempted jab reset from Zomba with a glancing blow, and that blow, nothing short of glancing. It was definitely more than that for MPG, landing that down air and getting that first stock. And yeah, what the glancing blow giveth it taketh away. Zomba now working from a deficit, and Ivysaur gets to roll in advantage.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to actually land as Ivysaur. Really nice edge guard from Zomba, just chasing MPG all the way down. Once again, Pokemon Trainer airspeed, not all that based. Ivysaur, fall speed, not all that amazing either. And look at all of this damage. It's Roy season.
It's Roy season. In fact, that's the way I would describe the Ultimate meta as a whole right now. Roy is absolutely thriving in the meta, and it's a character that Zomba's already familiar with. Both of them within their forward smashes, but I can't say that I would have been any different in that situation. So.
Couple of whiffs, a little spaghetti.
We've all been there.
Happens to the besties of us, I suppose.
Look, you're not you when you're hungry. Sometimes you just want to play the spaghetti. But Zomba right now looking like a clean carbonara with that up air, gets MPG onto the last stock, and once again gets to batter it down with the Roy.
It's a little bit unfair that you're better at food analogies than me. God damn it. This is supposed to be my gimmick. That's what I'm supposed to do.
I feel like Neighbor trained me for that one. That felt like a joke that he would make.
Oh my goodness, but now look at the situation. Zomba stalling a little bit and able to get past the downer successfully. Comboing off of a grounded spike downer into a back hill. MPG is going off right now. But no matter if you are the Mega Man specialist, at the end of the day, that's Roy at ledge. And Roy at ledge, they like to jab, they like to back hill. What's the play for Zomba?
What else is new? And air dodge up, not going to make it back for MPG. Don't know if the resources were spent, but I do know that Zomba put the pressure on him, and the stock was lost, and it is a 2-0 lead for Zomba in this best of 5, and a 2-0 lead in which the Rob has yet to make an appearance.
Did he not have a double jump? What happened?
I'm not positive. I would have to see this again. Obviously, should still have the double jump after the Jared.
Yeah, all right.
Did get hit by that, I would agree.
Jab back. He did not. Wait, was that the Halo?
Oh, that is the double jump.
Oh,
trying to jump out of the jab to back here. It's so hard to see with all the flashy effects. Or might I say they're flashing, but MPG did lose the double jump, and I don't think MPG realized that he lost the double jump either.
Yeah, not at all. You know what? I feel like people don't say this enough. Our producer, because of how much sheer commentary he has listened to, he has become a phenomenal commentator in of himself. He showed us that Halo just now. That was not us messing with the replay technology. Devin is, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, a better commentator than I. And I would not have been able to point that out. That was like such a good call. And MPG, if you get jabbed like that, you gotta just like air dodge or something, because double jumping when you are Mega Man, I mean, there's no way you're gonna make it back on.
Not against a Roy. Yeah, I will give props to Devin for noticing that. I still think I'm a better commentator, but Devin's certainly a better producer than most, and that we can be thankful for. But Zomba proving to be a better Squad Strike player than most, and MPG looking like he is a part of most, because he has to make a reverse 3-0 if he wants to sit in winners finals. Zomba looking queued up to do so himself.
Yeah. Ooh, dashing in, dashing out. That's going to be the side B. One up air. Does not find the second one from there on out. Just dealing a little bit too much knockback at that point. Unless you're falling with up air, that's going to be typically your finisher. These high recoveries are so vital. Waits and scouts out that double jump. No catch on the landing.
Ooh. But really good use of that forward smash. We've seen a lot of great ideas from MPG on challenging Zomba coming back on stage, but MPG himself will not be able to come back on stage as Zomba is able to, again, food it up off the stage until that stock is gone.
Oh, and side B, waiting, dropping shield right now. Zomba, that's like a teabag.
That's
like
basically
a shield
teabag, yeah.
Wow.
Feeling confidence. If I could say anything else, I mean, and it's well earned, a one stock lead, 57%, and climbing for Zomba. It's all MPG can do to just jump away and fly away from the Falco. It's looking like the stock is in mortal peril.
Oh my goodness.
Oh! MPG, that was so clean.
Dare I say, simple and clean. I have no idea what that means. I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game in my life.
That's the way it's making me feel tonight.
Wow. That was something. That was so cool.
It was so. That was maybe the swaggiest thing I've ever seen a Sora do. But Zomba says, swag aside, I'm still the one with the one stock lead. But MPG probably still has some more swag in the back pocket if the Mega Man has anything to say about it.
Yeah, and there it is. That's exactly what I'm talking about, those shortened jump heights. By jumping back on, I believe it's something about like pressing double jump like a frame or two before you land on it. I remember hearing about it sometime. But right now, MPG has Zomba stuck in the corner. You got to respect that up B hitbox. It comes up and it comes up strong.
Ooh, sour down air though, sending him upwards, and MPG only barely holding on to this stock. Zomba's Roy has been electric in this game, or maybe dare I say on fire.
And that's why you're a commentator. And MPG right now has Zomba off stage, Metal Blade in hand, excellent positioning, perfect timing, gets that spike. I don't want to say that MPG is out of it quite yet, because this is Mega Man going up against Rob and snapping to the ledge just in time before that menacing side B could come out and hit him.
And now the Leaf Shield 2 buying MPG some stage. This can be, like we discussed, a very difficult matchup for Rob to deal with. But you look at the way the game condition is set up. The board is in Zomba's favor. Only needs one solid hit to close out this game. Even a grab could lead into a combo that he needs, maybe even an up throw on the platform.
That Metal Blade was the MVP. It stopped Zomba in his tracks. It said, no side B, no doubt. But now, look at this position that you are in as MPG. 154%. You got to play so safe. Space all of your pellets and directional air dodging in and still able to tech roll away from the down smash. Good timing and spacing from MPG.
Ooh, and the Leaf Shield to buy some stage as well. Looking like it could be an MPG comeback here in Game 3. It's the 3-0 afoot, the reverse 3-0.
So patient, just waiting and scouting out that up air, being so cognizant of it, dashing under the neutral air, and that up throw should be able to do it even on small battlefield with that kind of a ceiling. And even if Mega Man has that kind of weight, it is 170-something%.
With rage on the Rob as well. So Zomba getting pushed a bit with that Rob. That was the first time that we saw the Rob used in that set. It was a 3-0 for Zomba nonetheless, and I think about to be expected, because I know that last glitch Zomba did very well in Squad Strike, did very well at the grind, and is looking just as hot now, sitting in winners finals and looking rather unbothered.
The GOAT, yeah. Watching Zomba play, man, it's always a treat. It's just like such a lovely time. Before we do have our next upcoming set, just want to do really quickly, just want to shout out my lovely, incredible co-caster, Kimona. For anybody that's not following them on Twitter already, you should go ahead and do so at that Kimona. Kimona, who are you and what are the things that you do?
Well, I commentate Smash, which might surprise some of you, but I do also commentate Apex Legends, and also I am a voice actor. So if you keep up with dubbed anime, you may have heard my voice around a few times, but that's something that you can keep up with on my Twitter, and there is quite a lot to keep up with on Dara's Twitter. I know that if you follow me, there's a pretty good chance you already follow Dara, but you should tell the people about yourself.
Yeah, I'm an all-around e-girl. I talk about Smash Bros. I also stream a lot on my Twitch. Maybe not so much Smash, but more so Dark Souls. You can find me at Garia on both platforms, both on Twitch and on Twitter. Yeah, for all sorts of different gaming-related content.
Do you have a cutesy name for your Dark Souls? Is it Dark Souls, that didn't work. I see
You
why
tried.
it's not.
You
Hey,
tried.
we got
No.
something to talk about real
Yeah.
quick. I'm tapping the tablet as fast as I can so that we, Dara, can talk about Level Up Gaming Expo.
Yeah, Level Up Expo going to be happening between February 25th through 27th, happening in Las Vegas. Let me tell you, Las Vegas is eating with events. You got this event, and then coming on up, you also got Double Down. It's got exciting interactive events, special guest performers, and challenging tournaments. So this is going to have some of the best players on the West Coast, all happening here on VGBootCamp.
Level Up is a very legit event, and I would highly recommend going to it because even if there's one thing to be said about going to a tournament, which is an amazing experience in and of itself, but going to an expo as well means that there's a whole lot of other things to do, right? You'll have tons of vendors, you'll have panels probably, if I had to guess, at Level Up Expo, because I know that they were talking about having, you know, anime, PC gaming, and all that other stuff there, so I would highly recommend checking it out. Yeah, it's an expo,
It's an expo, it's a con. You know,
they're the same thing.
Interchangeable.
By the way, I love it. My parents, back when I would go to, like, you know, a lot more conventions, and especially when I went to Super Smash Con, my dad would, you know, he would be like, oh, how was the Super Smash conference? And I just imagine it's like, you know, they're like, oh, how was the conference? And I imagine I'm like going to sit down with a bunch of people in suits and just like playing Smash Bros.
Talking with Sakurai. So this is what I want in the game. This is what I'm going to be making happen right now. I completely forgot that stood short for conference. So
it can, yeah.
It can,
but normally convention.
Convention, yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I hope that we get to hear about Super Smash Con at some point soon because I've only gone once and I want to go back so badly because I went to, I think, the first one, like back in 2016, 2015. Maybe it was the second one, but I know that it's an incredible event and one that the people here put on too. So I mean, I don't have any insider information, but I hope that it comes back soon and that maybe we can see it.
Super Smash Con was my first major. I remember that event very well. It was back in Smash 4. I played Mewtwo. I got whooped, and then I bought so much merch using my parents' money that they gave me for food expenses. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad. On some gaming merch. Wow.
Gaming.
I was a little girl. Yeah, no. And
like a lion?
Yeah, moving on. Yeah, no, I love the event so much. It's always been like a dream of mine just to be able to go back again. I've been to like the last two,